Hey guys, Charles Short Reviews here, and so we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Legacy Evolution Voyager class Leo Prime. So, here he is in his Lio Convoy in the original Japanese Beast Wars 2 cartoon, but here in America it's called Leo Prime. I do prefer calling him Lio Convoy, since, that it sounds cooler than Leo Prime, but I can understand why they named him that, because it might be confusing for some casual Transformer fans that only know like the American stuff and not the Japanese. I mean, this character might not be familiar to the American Transformers audiences, but still, Lio Convoy is basically just the Japanese name, so that's why he wasn't called that. But it sounds cooler in ways. But yeah, but he is Leo Prime on the box, so that'll be well used for the the thumbnail and title. I'm not sure. In this, I mean, usually I say names throughout the same name throughout the review. I just only say it at the beginning and end. But yeah, here is Leo Primer, Lio Convoy in his lion mode. So yeah, looking pretty nice. But before we take a look at that, let's take a look at his packaging. Really nice. You get this pretty sweet looking artwork of, I guess Leo Prime in this case, in his alt mode. And yeah, looking very, very nice. I like that. He's like very angry there, like, rah! You got Maximum Leo Prime, Legacy Evolution, Voyager class. On the side, you get this nice artwork of his robot mode. You got further away shot and more up close shot there. And then there's the top with the QR code, which you can scan. And then on the side here, you get the, well, at least one half of the Legacy Evolution artwork. And then on the back, you got the obligatory product shots, 35 steps, Evo Fusion, which I still think is kind of a dumb name, but yeah, and that is pretty much it for this guy's packaging. So yeah, now anyways, let's get right back into Leo Prime himself. So yeah, pretty nice figure. He does have does have some flaws, but I think, pretty nice figure. But why this? Well, let's get right into it. So yeah, now anyways, yeah, again, here is in his alt mode, here his line mode. Yeah, not pretty nice, really good. Now one complaint I do have is that the face sculpt, while it's hard to see on camera, it's a lot more visible off camera. His face looks like he's sad. I don't know why. Like, also there's a little paint chipping here. That's what it was like when I got it. But anyways, back to the face sculpt. So yeah, it's like for the line, they like on the artwork he looked all fierce and fearless and stuff. But here, he just looks like he's sad. It looks like he lost his best friend. And yeah, it's really visible. Like here, yeah, you can see the eyebrow muscles just in a direction where he looks sad and stuff. But yeah, that's my only complaint here. Of course, you can open up the jaw, and there you go, get his teeth, and then you get nice sculpting here, and even like a glossy sort of paint here for this part. That's nice. And yeah, and it does surprisingly blend well with the unpainted plastic here, so that's good. And then you got his tail, bunch of white here, and then gold shiny paint for the toenails. Same here for the claws. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for the details on the line mode. And yeah, so anyways, now for, well, I guess we could do the articulation. Head doesn't move, of course. We saw the jaw moves. Legs, alright, so the lower legs do move up and down and swivel, and then you can move the legs outward, or the hind legs backwards and stuff, and then outwards too. This gets all done here though. And of course, movement here, and then we'll swivel here, and then ankle pivot here, and yeah, and I guess a little tail movement. And that's pretty much it for that articulation. Not a whole lot, but it's still pretty decent. So yeah, but anyways, now for the whole features thing, the Evo Fusion. Well, at least in the alt mode here. Or I guess the alt mode one's also Evo Fusion, I'm not sure, but well, it kind of ties into the accessories. So firstly, let's take a look at them. So he comes with 4 accessories, but they're just 2 of each of this. So you see these 2 different guns. There's 2 of this and then 2 of this. This one's more like a pistol sort of thing. There. And then of course got the other one here. And yeah, so these store in different areas, but the long ones are important, or actually yeah, they are important for right now, but yeah, we're supposed to take a look at the whole gimmicky thing here. Thankfully it doesn't get in the way though, so that's good. But yeah, but anyways, so for this little gimmick thing that we got going on, which I suppose is the Evo Fusion, I think it's really meant for the robot mode, but I guess it could still be done here. Well, this one's different than what you guys are gonna see in the robot mode, but it's still a kind of interesting feature here. So first off, you just want to lift up these panels here. They'll go together, and then just want to flip those all the way down there, and then so of course got the 2 little pistols here, and there's 2 holes on the top. You just want to attach the guns into there, and right there you go. And then next you just want to take the 2 longer guns, it's right here, and then there's these slots on both sides of the lion head, and you just want to attach it right in there. And there's that, and that right there. So once you get that, there you have Leo Prime in his line mode, but with he's all armed though, and yeah, this looks pretty stupid. I will have to admit, it's cool for a car, but not for a lion. So yeah, there's that. Yeah, pretty dumb, but yeah, there you have that. Again, very stupid Hasbro. Yeah. So now for the size comparisons, here he is with his American counterpart, Optimus Primal, which there was a Japanese dub in Japan. There was a Japanese dub for the original Beast Wars Transformers show, but you know, of course, you could tell it wasn't really made for the Japanese market, which is probably why they created Beast Wars 2 and Beast Wars Neo. Yeah. Which I believe Beast Wars 2 and Beast Wars Neo are in a different timeline, I believe. So, yeah, like separate from Beast Wars. I mean, it might be canon in Japanese continuity, but definitely not in American. Because the sequel to Beast Wars here was Beast Machines. But, yeah, so there you guys have the size comparisons for the alt mode. Yeah, I don't have any other Lyle Convoy / Leo Prime figures, but this is my first one, but you know, I figured, hey, why not compare him to the American version of him, basically. But yeah, so anyways, American, I should say more Canadian, because, well, the Beast Wars cartoon is obviously produced in Canada, but the whole, I guess, designs remain American. I'm not sure about, like, which country the characters are created. I'm assuming Hasbro created, so probably then America, but again, the Beast Wars cartoon, as well as Beast Machines, were produced in Canada. So, yeah, but anyways, let's get right back into this guy. So, yeah, now for the transformation, starting off, you just want to lower down the legs and then straighten them out. Then, after that, you just want to rotate here at the thigh. And you want to do the same thing there. Then swivel around the middle section of the lower leg. And there we go. So now you got the feet. Oh, and also, you just want to make sure you want to flip out the heel spurs. And there you go. Now you got the legs. And then after that, you just want to lift up this whole section right here, and then tuck in the tail. And then, yeah, everything here will untab. So first, you just want to untab this right here. This tab that goes in the slide, just untab that. And then just want to flip that back there. And then after that, you just want to disconnect the align head, and then after that, rotate this all around so where it's like this. And let's stand this guy up. Oh, there we go. There we go. So, yeah. And then next, you just want to just flip up the hands and the same here. And then after that, you just want to untab the chest panels and then flip all this down here. But before we do that all the way, then just you want to flip down this chest piece, rotate around, and then bring this back up, and then flip up the head, and then click that all the way back. You just want to make sure it's all the way back so it's not, you know, still hanging out a bit. And then after that, you just want to bring down the arms fully, and then there's these little tabs here that go in these slots right there. And just tab that in, and do the same thing right here. So, yeah. And then after that, you just want to close up the chest. Make sure to bring this one first, you want to make sure to bring this one in first because he's got the two tabs here, and then there's the slots there, so that way you can go over that, and you can squeeze that up, and there you go. Now you got the chest done, and now what you want to do is rotate here at the bicep, and after that, you just want to bring down the leg section here, and then flip in the lower leg, and there you have that. And then you just want to do the same thing right here, and yeah, so I'll send the back there. Oop, almost forgot to swivel around the bicep, and there we go. Now we got the arms, and then next for the back piece, you just want to bring this all the way in like that, and then after that for the shoulder pieces, just want to bring them around and up, and then kind of downwards for the lion head. And once you got that all configured, there you guys have Leo Prime in his robot mode. And yeah, I gotta say, this looks pretty good. Very, very good. But there are some issues, of course, but besides that, looking really nice. So anyways, taking a look at the head sculpt. Great head sculpt, nicely done. Captures perfectly the look of Lio Convoy. And yeah, I like the yellow eyes and stuff. The silver hair on the sides too is great. And yeah, of course, then you got the chest paint, looks glorious. And then right here, they really did not skip. They did a great job at the paint. Like the paint, a lot of the paint budget Hasbro probably had during this time was probably given all to this guy because it looks really nice, especially, you know, the abdomen stuff. And of course, you got the crotch area. They even painted the inside of like the between the legs and the hips, and it's like they didn't need to do that, but they went all out and painted that silver on both sides actually. So, wow. And then of course the knees are painted red, and you got some paint here too. And then of course, you got claw paint there. Really nice. But as for the back, not so much. And I'm not about to talk about paint. I'm just talking about all this kibble right here. That's one of my gripes with this figure. He is a kibble monster. Now, I mean, on the show, obviously, he had these and stuff, and but I don't know. I mean, I feel like they could have. I mean, I'm not sure how they could have, and I don't. This might be accurate. Like, if it is, comment down below, but they just got, like, the, you know, the lion arms full up here, and it's just kind of just stuck here. I mean, when I first got it, it bugged me quite a bit, but after a while of realizing, you know, how I can just kind of keep this all together, it didn't really bug me as much. But if it's accurate, it's not that in the world, but, you know. And, of course, got this back kibble sticking out right here, too. But, he still feels solid despite that. And these feel like I mean, not loose, but just like a little, you know, a little shaky, just not too bad. So there's some little stability issues, but it's not that bad. Of course, the joints in this guy are tight, which, anyway, speaking of which, let's get right down into the articulation for this guy now. Starting off with the head sculpt, or not the head sculpt, with the head. It can move side to side, can look up only that far, and then down that far. And then the arms, move this back, can move out that far, and move up and down a bit. Not really backwards, but yeah. And then he does have bicep swivel, a bend at the elbow, and no wrist rotation, unfortunately. He does have waist swivel, and then both of his legs can kick up this far, back that far, and then out that far. Really, I love how solid his legs feel and stuff. Like, all the joints, really, but especially, like, right around here, it feels pretty solid. He does have thigh swivel, and a bend at the knee, ankle pivot, and I think that is it. Yeah, no back and forth movement. That's okay. Very nice articulation. Not the greatest, and it doesn't beat Legacy G-Axis, but I'd say it's still pretty nice. And I just really love how solid this guy feels. Nothing feels like it's floppy or something. It doesn't feel like it's gonna go bloop, 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 bloop. Like, it feels intact. That's what I really like about this guy. So yeah, but anyways, now for the accessories. Well, of course, there's his guns, but starting off, so you see this panel right here. Well, you can open up, and what is this, you may ask? Well, that is his Matrix of Leadership. Probably one of the smallest, if not the smallest, Matrix of Leadership ever seen, but nice that they include that. Very nice. It's not removable, by the way. It's just molded in, and then they painted over it, so. But hey, that's okay. It's a little bit of an upkeep if it was removable, because considering how small that thing is. But yeah, so anyways, now getting into the real accessories for this guy. He does, of course, have his two pistols, which he can hold in his hands. And then as for the longer guns, he can't hold them because these are tabs, as you can see. But, let me make sure focus is good. Yeah, see, those are regular tabs. However, he can store them in the back here, and also for the alt mode. So this tab can go into the slot here, and then there's a slot right there at the bottom of the gun. I can go on that tab there. But I won't quite show off for this review, because, it might waste a bit of time, but what we will show off, though, is his Evo Fusion thing. So, for this guy, he can't... Oh, I'm going to drop this here. So this is how he does his Evo Fusion thing in the robot mode, or really how he mainly does it. So starting off, you just want to rotate or bring this forward here, the paw, and then on the back here, there's like this yellowish plastic. You just want to flip that out, and then do the same thing here, and you just want to make sure that's flipped out. There you go. So now he's got like these claw things, but that is not where that ends, because you can flip out these side panels here on the forearms, and they flip out, and then there's these holes right here, and so that's where you can store these guns. And you can put those in there on the sides, and there's that one, and there is that one. So there you guys have his, I think this is how it goes, his Evo Fusion thing, and while still ridiculous, I'd say this is a lot better than his alt mode one. Especially, I really like these cool, like, kind of blade things going on for the claws. Really nice. Let's make sure I'm doing it right. Yeah. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for that right there. So, yeah. So we'll just bring his main weapons for the rest of this review. So, close that up and close that up. Okay. Oh yeah, I'll give him his regular pistols. Got that, and we got that. So, anyways, now for... make sure it's all straightened up here. So yeah, anyways, now for the robot. He's a little wobbly. Okay. Now, anyways, for the robot mode size comparisons, here he is with the Kingdom Optimus Primal. And of course, you can see this guy is bigger, which makes sense because this guy's a gorilla, and Leo Prime is a lion. So makes sense. Lions are typically bigger, or at least longer. So I mean, yeah, I guess it'd be bigger. I don't know, but yeah, it's pretty much it for the Robomo comparisons. And there you guys have my review for the Transformers Legacy Evolution Voyager class Leo Prime. And yeah, I gotta say, this is actually a pretty good figure. Of course, he's got some issues, like the kibble is a little annoying. And as for the alt mode, well, his line face looks a little sad, but besides that, he's a very good mainline Lio Convoy figure slash Leo Prime. But yeah, he was pretty well done. I gotta say. I'm not sure. I think Mar designed this. And he's also one of the Hasbro designers. Yeah, he's great. And did a phenomenal job with this guy, despite some of the flaws, but really good overall. So yeah, now anyways guys, so make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, share for more, and comment down below what you guys think of this figure. So anyways guys, as always, till all are one.